Sean Ray here at the conclusion of the athletes meeting in Dallas, Texas at the Europa Pro. I'm here with Brad Rowe. Brad coming off a third place, actually a tie for second place at the California. A year ago you were at the Lou Ferrigno competition looking for a Olympia qualification here, and it's probably looking pretty good on paper right now. How do you feel?
I'm definitely going to be my best here, and that's all I can count on. At the Cal, it's a real short prep. I did just under 7 weeks. So I wasn't near my best. I wasn't as good as a couple of my showings last year. So regardless of the placing, I was disappointed. So now I'm at my best. So whatever happens, happens.
So how disappointed can you be if you know at the Cal you're not at your best, and you know down the road you have a chance at redemption? I mean, was it important to get up there and go through the process of competing, losing, and then knowing why you lost, and now coming here fully prepared?
For me, it's just, I compete because I want to better myself, and that's it. I know I'm not going to be one of the elite guys, so it's constantly improving. And the Cal was an extremely last-minute decision to try to get more points because he knew it was an opportunity to grab some more points. So, me and Aceto talked, and he thought that I could get ready that close. And I brought a very respectable package. By no means, was it anything to laugh at, but to my standard of conditioning and what I wanted to bring, I just wasn't quite there. So we turned up the heat the past 4 weeks, and, this will be actually total 10 weeks prep. So I'm where I wanted to be. And,
well, you have an opportunity here to take out some pretty big names, and should that happen, you get a free ticket to the Mr. Olympia. But say you come up a little bit short, what's Plan B after this weekend if you don't wind up with a W?
I'm going to shoot for Vancouver, which was my original show that I wanted to shoot for this year. I'll hit Vancouver. And then there's a show every single weekend in August. So I'll do whatever I got to do to get there.
And that's exactly what professional bodybuilding is supposed to be about. Yeah. I mean, you gave me goosebumps because you got to be hungry to get to that Olympia, because that's really what it's all about.
I love competing. I'm one of those guys. I've only been competing since 2010, and this is my 16th show. So I've done at least 3 or 4 shows a year nonstop. So
that brings me to a very interesting question. I asked one of the guys earlier, Lee Thompson. I said, "So what's happening with all of our bodybuilders? This is a contest that's 27 years old, an opportunity for someone to win a trip to the Olympia, and we're missing a lot of guys that aren't qualified that should be, that are professionals. I mean, there's no Evan, there's no Kuklo, there's no Branch is not qualified, Cedric's not qualified." Do you take notice or stock of that, or are you just doing what you got to do?
No, I do. I see what goes on, and that's kind of one of the reasons why we jumped into the Cal, because we saw what had played out early in the year and kind of felt around social media to see who was doing what. It is a little frustrating to see those guys. I thought with this point system, and especially last year with a lot of big name guys that missed out on the Olympia that should be up there that weren't, I thought they were going to, realize and jump into these earlier shows, but they haven't been. Everybody's waiting towards the end of the year or just hoping that the points will play out. So I'm going to take advantage as best as I can and try to sneak in.
Yeah, I've always said you can't win unless you play. And Brad Rowe is here to play, and he's here to win. We'll find out his fate 24 hours from now at the prejudging, and then we'll have another 50% scored on Saturday at the finals right across the street at the downtown convention center here in Dallas. For Brad Rowe, I'm Sean Ray, musculardevelopment.com.